Alright, so we're in bin number 2 now, and this is where we're going to start to really get into the stuff that's been just stacked in here for years. Look at this. We've got the GunCon. Is it the 3 or the 4? I don't even know. Does it say on it? GunCon 3. It's the GunCon 3 for the PS3. Let me tell you a little quick story about this gun. When the PS3 was released, one of the games, I believe it was not the launch title, but it was close to launch, was Time Crisis 4, which, by the way, I actually have the box up there for it. And I like the Time Crisis series a lot, so I ran to the store when I bought my PS3, which was, what, 2 years ago now? Something like that? And I said, I want to get Time Crisis 4, so I got it. And I brought it home, and I mastered the arcade game. I liked it a lot. I mastered it. And then there were unlockable modes, like challenge modes and things. And, ooh, excuse me. I beat all those, and then there was supposed to be, as you can see, there's a thumbstick on this thing right here. There's supposed to be another game built into it. There's dual thumbsticks, actually. There's one up here, where it was supposed to be like an FPS shooter you use with your GunCon. And let me tell you something, it was the worst fucking game I ever played. It was on the same disc as Time Crisis 4, but it was god-awful. You could tell it was just some kind of a side thought. It wasn't really a major focus of theirs. And so after that, I was like, alright, you know, it's okay, because there's going to be lots of great shooters for the PS3, right? Like, I'm sure they'll do House of the Dead 3 and 4. I'm sure they'll do all these games. Well, guess how many of those games came out for the PS3? 0. Fucking 0. I bought this gun, and there's nothing to play with it. There's no games worth playing with the GunCon. So what a waste of fucking money that was. Well, not really, I guess, because it was good when, like I said, when Time Crisis 4 came out. But after that, no reason to have. So here's half of my Guitar Hero wireless guitar. Where's the other half? Here it is. For 360. And funny story about this, I bought this, it was a discount, it was like on sale, it was the wireless package. I think it was Guitar Hero 3, if I'm not mistaken, where you get the game and you get the guitar together. This fucking guitar barely works. Like, there's 2 buttons on it that when you push them down, they only register half the time. So wow, I'm glad that you made a wireless guitar that fucking doesn't work, assholes. I remember that was the time when Rock Band had just come out and everyone was complaining about the Rock Band guitar, so I go out and buy a Guitar Hero guitar and that doesn't work either. Here we have the bag of randomness. This bag probably has game pads, wires to consoles, AC adapters, accessories. Just look at the randomness. Here's the 6-button Sega Genesis pad for Genesis fighting games. Essential, because if you have a 6-button game, you're not going to want to keep pressing start to switch between kicks and punches, and whoever thought that was a viable option for a fighting game should be shot, cocksucker. Anyway, here's my zapper, which, by the way, is still functional. Problem is I don't have Duck Hunt anymore, but what you'll notice is this is the orange model zapper. There were actually 2 models of zapper released. There was the original gray gunmetal, but it wasn't really gunmetal, it was just gray, and then there was this orange. The reason that they made this orange gun was because people were complaining that the original gun looked too much like a real gun. If someone were to point this fucking thing at you, would you think it's a real gun? Give me a fucking break. Tell the police to use their fucking eyes. How about that? This is an interesting story. This is my old Pyro audio-visual link by ADS. What this used to do is it used to capture audio and video from games and game footage, and it used to basically encode it on my computer. As you can see, it had FireWire, it had your component video, your S video, had all kinds of different inputs and outputs. I used this for a while, but then after a while I didn't need it anymore. And obviously now that I have an HD camera and the technology's advanced so much since back then when we had to use things like that, there's no reason to have. In fact, here's a FireWire cable. That's a fucking piece of shit. I'm never going to use that again. No one uses FireWire. I got so many audio-visual cables, monster audio-video cables, adapters, DVI to fucking VGA. Look, there's another one. There's another one. I have like 4 adapters in my hand right now. Holy shit. Power adapter. It's actually a power splitter from when I used to build PCs. Used to split your power sources for graphics cards and things, even though it wasn't a good thing to do. Now this is a weird one. You've probably never seen this before. Let me slap this sucker down. You've probably never seen this cable before, alright? At least if you live in the United States. Have you ever seen a connection like that? It's weird, right? I'm trying to see if the camera will focus. It won't really focus too well on this pin adapter, but it's a very odd pin configuration. And then you have your red and your white for your audio. This is actually a type of adapter used in Japan for the PlayStation 2. And what I used to do is use this. I used to plug it into a VGA box that I had, and what that would allow me to do is upscale my games. So when I hooked them up to a monitor, for instance, they would look really good. So I used to play like Third Strike, CVS2, those kind of games I used to play on PS2 and use this cable to plug it into a VGA box. They would upscale the game and it would look really, really good on a monitor, computer monitor, and in addition it wouldn't have any lag. What a lot of people didn't realize back then was using the old connections of yellow, white, and red would create lag between what you're doing in the game and what shows up on the screen because it had to convert the signal to the correct, the correct digital signal. Using a cable like this in a VGA box, it didn't do that. So that was what I used to use for tournaments. I used to bring actually my computer monitors to tournaments and play games on them. As you can see, this is really a fucking mess. Here's an old GPS I used to use in my car 100 years ago. I don't even know what this controller... Actually, I know what this is. This is a controller to my old digital camera who used to have a station you would plug it into. We've got... Oh my god. Here's an adapter to a PS2 wireless controller, but I don't know where the controller is. It's not in this bag. All kinds of odds and ends. I don't see that PSP power adapter anywhere, though. I see phone cords. I see radio fucking adapters, radio wires. But nothing of any use, huh? An empty bag. Well, throw that out. Oh, and we haven't even gotten halfway through here yet. Hold on. I'm going to put the camera down for a second. I'll try to get this shit back in the bag. Maybe this is a bad idea to take it all out. There's like another PS2 controller, a regular PS2 controller in here, which is pretty fun. When I used to have people over at my house and we'd play like 6 to 8 player WWE wrestling games on the PS2, and it was a lot of fun. Back in those days when the SmackDown series was the best wrestling game around. If it is these days, I have no clue because I don't play wrestling games anymore, but... Okay, what else do we got? So we got a bag. Oh, there's games in it. What the hell? This looks like a cooler bag, but it's got games in it. What's this? We've got the Universal Power Adapter RF unit for the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Genesis. Okay. Mutant League Football, what a good game. This game is amazing. Just playing this against your friends is so much fun. It's just the only football game where you can just go nuts. You kill fucking people, kill other players, kill the ref, kill whatever the fuck you want. It's because it's Mutant League Football and all kinds of cool trolls and skeletons and robots and monsters in it. Really good concept of a game. The only problem, the computer fucking cheats. The computer is so ridiculously hard, you can barely beat it after like killing 2 people or beating 2 teams. You can't really win again. Oh god, Eternal Champions. No. Here's a good game. Final Fight CD. The best console port of Final Fight, at least from the 90s when it was getting ported to everything. One problem. It's oh wait, this is 2 players. Oh, this wasn't the one that was 1 player. That's right. This was the one. Alright, let me give you a little bit of backstory. When this game was originally released on consoles in the US, it was released on the Super Nintendo. But they fucked up. They couldn't find a way to store 2 characters on the cartridge. Like, you could be Cody or Hager. Guy wasn't even in the game. And then in addition to that, you couldn't play 2 players at once. It was always 1 player, which was retarded. It's like, this game's supposed to be 2 players. It's stupid. So when Final Fight, they had made a second release called Final Fight Guy, in which you could pick Guy. And then there was this release, which is Final Fight CD, was the complete release. All the original characters are in the game, so you could pick all 3. It's 2 players again, which thank God. And in addition, one other thing that they changed. When they made the Super Nintendo version of Final Fight, they changed some of the gang members. They were supposed to be women, and the woman's name is Poison. And of course, if you know the real Final Fight lore, you know she's really not a woman. She's a cross-dresser. But anyway, they decided that cross-dressing was too controversial for American audiences, so they took her out. In fact, she's right here. You can't see her. It's blurry as shit. And you don't have macro mode on this this camera for video. But if you can see her right there, he's beating the shit out of a woman. Which really not. It's a dude. But they said, that's not right. You can't have a guy beating up a woman. So they replaced him with these skinny, like weak, wimpy looking gang members. And it was hilarious because you just beat the fuck out of these guys. You could tell they were supposed to be girls, but they were, redesigned to look like dudes. And it was just retarded. So what's worse, beating up women who are actually men, or beating up men who are also, look a little bit more like men, but you could tell that they're supposed to be women? I don't know. Now I'm talking too much about this game. Let's go on to the next one here.